sort of calling it the buried treasure. This ring was found last week by a colleague of ours who was doing the big overhaul of the office and going through bits and pieces and throwing things out. And we found this envelope that was dated 2001 and looked inside it, and it was actually a ring that had been handed into our lost property in 2001 by one of our old reservation staff. So the ring's actually really interesting though, because it's got 3 initials written on it, plus the person's name who gave the ring, plus a date that we're assuming is a wedding date. Back in 2001, when it went missing, of course, we didn't have the digital channels or the virality of digital channels that we've got these days. So I'm hoping by sort of resurrecting this find, we can connect, ideally with the couple whose ring it is, or their family, and give somebody a happy new year. They would never have expected they would find the ring again.
18 years in lost property, was it sort of just buried and everyone forgot about it, or?
Yeah, look, I don't know how it came to pass. It was actually, once I talked to the lady who put it into lost property back in 2001, it was actually at our old office, which was over at the cruise liner terminal. So it's changed offices. It was in a cash box marked foreign transactions or foreign coinage. So obviously we sort of kept it because they had money in it, but nobody had actually gone to the extent of opening the box and looking to see what was in there until Michelle, my colleague, did it last week. So it is a really rare find. I couldn't believe it when I walked into the office on Monday, and Michelle went, "No, look at this, it's from 2001. And obviously New Year, opportunity to find people and give them some happy news for the new year.
You've already touched on it, but I guess 2001, you didn't have Instagram, you could easily just look up when things happened. I guess, has there been any leads so far into finding this couple at all?
No, the first step that I did was seeking out the ex-staff member who wrote on the envelope and put it into lost property. She's still in Cairns, of course. From 2001, she can't remember how the story came about. But that's the first step I've gone to, and now the second step was just using our social networks, your networks, and hoping that by putting out the initials, the person's name and this date, that's enough for somebody to kind of think, oh, that sounds familiar. Of course, we're not just talking about Australia. We have guests from all over the world. It could be Europe, it could be Asia, it could be New Zealand, the States. So what we're trying to do is just get a bit of publicity for it. So lots of different channels are putting it out there, and hopefully, fingers crossed, somewhere in the world we can find the owner or the family of the owner of the ring.
And what would you say to that person if they're seeing this and like, oh, and what would you like to say to them?
Yeah, look, get in touch. Sunlover Reef Cruises in Cairns. I'd be so happy. We'll send it to you, whatever you need. We just want to, have a really good story where we can reunite this ring with its owner. Believe it or not, it's not the first time that we've reunited wedding rings with their owners. We've had, a few months ago, we had a gentleman lose his wedding ring in the corals under the pontoon, and sure enough, about a week later, it actually got found and we were able to reunite it. Of course, a week's a lot different to, 20 odd years, but hopefully we've got the same sort of success with this ring.